Welcome to NKTelco Sports. We are here at Sidney High School for the boys varsity action where the Xenia Buccaneers take on the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Tonight's game is sponsored by Minster Bank, Sprudeman Pharmacy, Keyhole Pizza, New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Hometown Opportunity, Francis Furniture, Wilson Health, Precision Strip, Winners Meats, NKTelco, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, Carriage Works, Cy Sprudeman, Fowler's TV, Kogi Plumbing and Heating, PSG Automotive Outfitters, and First National Bank. Our fine sponsors tonight as we welcome you to Sidney High School along with Brandon Coverman. I'm Dave Kanacki. The Sidney Buccaneers 5-4 overall, 3-2 in the GWalk American South, coming off an 80-58 win over Tippecanoe on Friday night. Sidney Yellow Jackets having a great season, 8-1. They've won 7 in a row. They're ranked number 11 in the AP Division I poll. They had a couple big overtime wins over Butler and Wayne this season. And Brandon, in this game tonight, we have two of the best players in the GWalk here, Andre Gordon of Sidney and Samari Curtis of Xenia.
Yeah, we have some great players on each side, both two D1 talents, one on each team. Samari Curtis, a future Cincinnati Bearcat for Mick Cronin, and Andre Gordon, a future Virginia Tech Hokie for Coach Buzz Williams, formerly of Marquette. So it should be a very good matchup tonight between those two. I've seen Andre play before, really flashy player, can jump. Have not seen Samari play yet. He's pretty long-armed, very physical, strong guard. Just became Xenia's all-time leading scorer not too long ago. So yeah, we should have a very good matchup, and we'll see what happens, but I think we should expect a good one, Dave.
Up-tempo game tonight. Samari Curtis averages 30 points a game. Andre Gordon averages 22.6. Should be a good one. Xenia and Sidney will be right back with the starting lineups here on NKTelco Sports.
Our 1,500 square foot showroom and pro shop at BowlerStore.com is stocked with bowling balls, bags, shoes, accessories, and apparel. The pro shop is equipped with 2 drill presses, measuring devices, and bowling ball maintenance machines to keep your ball rolling great. We offer private lessons for individuals and groups. Moxie's Extra Pair inside BowlerStore.com is also available to rent for private events. Be sure to check out BowlerStore.com or visit our pro shop in Versailles, Ohio for all your bowling product needs.
Carriage Works has expanded and now can hold up to 25 cars in our service bay. Carriage Works thrives on customer satisfaction. We accomplish that by providing top-of-the-line technology. Carriage Works now uses a laser beam system to measure down to the millimeter of factory specs to better service you and get you back on the road. Carriage Works has a brand new top-of-the-line paint booth that uses waterborne paint. There's no job too big or too small for Carriage Works. We're certified collision specialists. Come in and see us today.
Take your game day party to the next level with a new TV and Sonos sound system from Fowler's TV in St. Mary's. A Sonos sound system takes all the action into every room of your home and outdoors. Break your home into zones and control the content and level right from your phone or tablet, enabling you to enjoy the game or not with the touch of a finger. Add a security camera system connected to your TV from Fowler's, and never leave another friend stuck outside in the cold. Fowler's TV, taking game day to the next level.
All right, getting ready to announce the starting lineups for both teams before a packed house here at Sidney High School. First for the Xenia Buccaneers. Number 4, Dylan Hoosier, averages 10.3. And Samari Curtis, 30 points a game. On his way to UC next year. 23, Isaiah Hoyt, averages 4.6. Noah Crawford, 6'6 senior, averages 6.3.
And the 6'5 senior, number 32,
Jonzel Gray, a 6'5 senior. Buccaneers are coached by Mr. Kent Anderson. So they go 6'6", 6'5", 6'4". 5'9", and also 6'2", so Xenia will have the size advantage over Sidney. Now for the Yellow Jackets, 8-1 on the year, ranked number 11 in Division I. Number 5, Darren Taborn, a 6'1 junior, averages just under 7 points a game. Number 11, Keith Lee, a 6'1 senior, averages 3 points 4. Number 20, Josiah Hudgens, a 6' senior, averages 7.8. Number 2, Ratez Roberts, 6'3 senior, averages 11.2. And of course, 6'2 senior, number 20, Andre Gordon, averages 22.6 and 6 rebounds for the Sidney Yellow Jackets. Head coach John Willoughby in his 3rd year at the helm here at Sidney. While we got a minute, Brandon, let's talk about our keys to the game, brought to you by Keyhole Pizza.
Yeah, for Xenia, obvious. Contain Andre Gordon, 23 points a game. You don't want to let him get this home crowd amped up and fired up for this game. Next, transition offense. When you have a player like Samari Curtis, you're going to want to get him out and running. And now for Sidney, you're going to want to contain Samari Curtis. Same thing here. You don't want to let him silence your crowd. You want to let the crowd get into the game and rebounding here. Sidney's a little undersized here, and might struggle to rebound here.
So Sidney controlled the tip. Gordon tipped it off for the Yellow Jackets. 8-1 on this season. There's a 3 by Keith Lee. 3-0 advantage on our First National Bank scoreboard. First National Bank, think first. Curtis puts up a long 3, tipped around. Crawford with the rebound follow.
Nice rebound there by Noah Crawford. Way to stick with it there for the Buccaneers.
Gordon, that ball almost gets out of bounds. Taborn saves it. Man-to-man defense by Xenia. Have an up-tempo game in that. Sidney averages about 67 a game. Xenia 69, so put some numbers up on the scoreboard tonight.
Yeah,
long
that's for
3
sure, Dave.
by Hodgkins. Hits back iron. Sidney other way. Dylan Hoosier, the second leading scorer at 10.3, gives it to Samari Curtis. 30 points a game. Hoosier, 3 blocked. Tipped around. Yellow Jackets on the break. Hodgkins fakes, puts it up and in.
That's Josiah Hudgens there, Dave.
Hudgins with the basket. 5-2, Sidney. Drive Curtis to the hole and in. Nice move, Samari Curtis.
You can tell there why Coach Cronin's so excited to have him next year.
There's Gordon with the tray. Too strong. Battle for the rebound, saved by Xenia. Hoosier will bring it up. Crawford on the wing, stolen away. Still there by Roberts. As Sidney resets. Hudgens gives it on the wing. Taborn tries to drive, loses it now to Roberts. Sidney, the tallest player is Roberts at 6'3". There's 3 Xenia players taller than him, so Brandon said they definitely had a height disadvantage here tonight.
You know, I'm interested to see as Hudgens hits that 3 is how that Samari Curtis is matched up on Andre Gordon. It's kind of ironic. Coach Cronin likes tall, long players, and Cincinnati always plays great defense.
Curtis backs down his defender, knocks down the jumper. Cuts the lead to 8-6. Gordon gives it to Taborn. Roberts gives it back to Gordon. Tries to give it to Roberts. Tipped in the backcourt. We'll see if this is an over back. They say Xenia tipped it in between there, so Sidney will reset. Sidney 8-1. Their only loss is to Mason in the second game of the season. Taborn with the tray.
Threes are flying here early, Dave.
Gives the Yellow Jackets an 11-6 lead on our First National Bank scoreboard. Curtis on the wing drives. Off the glass, a little too strong, gets his own rebound and follows.
Beautiful follow there by Samari Curtis. When you're that good of a scorer, you know where the ball's going to fall, and you naturally will get the rebound.
Taborn beats everybody back with the layup. Long three, Curtis misses everything as he'll get the old air ball chant.
You know, Dave, an interesting thing I see early here is Curtis has kind of been face guarding Gordon, kind of denying him the ball. I think he's done a very good job of it early on.
Gordon trying to work off the double screen. Taborn will be called for traveling. So we have our first substitution. Zach Gaither in the game, number 3 for Xenia. Xenia 5-4. They're in the GWAC American South. They're in 3rd place, a division that's led by Trotwood Madison. Sidney 8-1 in the GWAC American North, so this is one of those crossover games, if you will. As Hoosier walks it across the timeline. Man-to-man defense by the Yellow Jackets. Now it's Gordon against Curtis. Hesitates, tipped away, battle for the rebound. Sidney comes out with it. Pass ahead to Taborn, rolls in.
Great running of the floor there by Sidney. Great transition offense by Darren Taborn.
Curtis will take it in, and he'll give him the basket. Looked like an NBA continuation play there as the referees are huddling there as I think they might wave off that basket. He went a long way. They're going to wave that off.
That's the right call, Dave.
Yeah.
The official ran over to him pretty quick there. Probably the right idea to call that off.
Yeah, that's, if you're in the NBA, yeah, that's a good basket, but not at high school rules. And so Curtis will just shoot 2. Curtis, the second leading scorer in the GWAC behind Amari Davis of Trotwood Madison, who's at 30.7.
And he's committed to Green Bay, actually. So there's 3. The top 3 scorers in the GWAC are D1 prospects.
Also, you got Sean Monroe of Fairborn is 3rd, Gordon is 4th, and Ryan Hall of Fairmont is 5th. So Curtis will try the second one. With Sidney with a 7-point lead. It's the second. Gordon walks it up, has not scored yet. He's only shot once so far, 3. Running the offense as he always does. Leads the league in assist. Hudgens with the hit. With the shot. They're stolen away. Roberts, 2-on-1, takes it himself and in.
Sidney continuing to have nice transition offense there. Nice job by Ratez Roberts to take advantage of the 2-on-1 fast break there.
17-9. Sidney with their biggest lead tonight. Curtis will let a long 3 go in and out. Hoosier with a follow is fouled. He will shoot 2 as he's fouled by number 5, Darren Taborn.
I'm looking at the shot chart here early, Dave. Sidney has been very efficient. Only 2 misses here so far in the first quarter. I think that is granted with a bunch of the transition offense they've had here so far.
Hoosier hits the first. Number 30, Trey Wernst in the game. 6'3" junior for the Yellow Jackets. Second one here by Hoosier. Xenia coming off a win over Tippecanoe on Friday night. Sidney coming off a win on Friday night over West Carrollton. As we have some problems at the scorers table.
Yeah. I mean, the big thing here so far is that Andre hasn't even scored yet, and Sidney's got this big lead. And credit to their so-on role players, so to speak, of Roberts, Hudgens really getting this team involved. when people think of Sidney, just don't think of Andre Gordon. You know, Rottez Roberts leads the G-Walk in blocks. He's up there in rebounds as well. So this is a very deep Sidney team here for Coach Willoughby.
So as referees continue to talk, and they have, well, they're going to move everybody off. Have Hoosier shoot another foul shot. You got any idea, Brandon?
I think there may be a book violation here. Maybe they don't have a player in the book where he'll shoot the free throw and then Sidney will maybe shoot a technical. That would be my best guess.
Let's see here.
That's what I think is going to happen. I'm going to guarantee they don't have a player in the book, which means Xenia will be assessed a technical foul and Sidney will have the ball.
And Gordon is shooting the 2 foul shots here. Good job, Brandon, right on it there as a technical. Indirect jersey number is technically what it is. The end result is a technical. So 2 shots, it would have been Sidney's ball anyhow after assuming a rebound. So Hudson with the ball. There's Wernz with the tray. Rebound Crawford. 19-10 Xenia. Curtis again banks it home.
Nice job by Curtis there in transition to get Xenia really back into this game.
Lee through the lane is fouled. That would be a 2-shot foul here. Lee, a 6'1" senior, will be shooting 2. Lee had the big 3-pointer against Wayne a couple games ago to send the game into overtime, and they knocked off Wayne in overtime. They also knocked off Butler in overtime this year. The 2 closest games they've had, 2 of the biggest wins for Sidney. In and out on the second one. Curtis with the rebound.
Hokie on Bearcat here, Dave. Hokie on Bearcat.
D1 prospects. Crawford will drive, draws the foul on Wernz.
Yeah, you know, as a Xavier fan, I might say high-level treason committed when Curtis decommitted from Xavier and went all the way over to Clifton and now playing for the Bearcats. But he's going to be a great player. I think he fits Coach Cronin's system very well by watching him here early.
He decommitted when Chris Mack left Xavier.
Correct.
For Louisville, which is he was just a verbal commit, and then he decided to go to UC. This time Curtis gives it up.
It's a beautiful find there.
Good assist there. Shot there by Gerhardt with the basket. Lee will let the 3 go way too long. Crawford trying to go fast break, and it sticks. That'll be an alternate possession, and that will stay on the Xenia side. It's another chance here for for Xenia. Down by 6. Crawford jumper. Too strong. Hoosier with Roberts with the rebound. Hutchins gives it over to Gordon. Lawrence on the wing. It's 2-3 zone by Xenia. Gordon tried for his first basket, rolls off. Rebound by Crawford. Push ahead there to Gaither. Gaither is fouled, will shoot 2.
Yeah, and that's what, if Xenia's going to go in this 2-3 zone, that's what's going to be the emphasis here for the Yellow Jackets. Get Andre Gordon the ball on the foul line extended. That, I think, is his bread and butter shot there, that jump shot. That's what I think makes him so valuable at the next level.
Gaither hits the first. Get a replay there as you see Gaither drove in there, a foul on Lee. Into the game, number 12, Latham Jones, 6'3" junior for the Yellow Jackets. He, Wernz, and Roberts, the tallest players, it's all at 6'3". Sidney really a short team by especially Division I standards. Gordon walks it up. And that's stolen by Hoosier. He throws it back to Gordon.
This is good practice in the zone, Dave. If Andre's going to play in the ACC, you know he's going to play Syracuse, and you know that twice a year, then you know they play nothing but zone.
Yep. Gordon thought about a long three. Hudgens gives it to Gordon. Andre drives. Hudgens. Now Wernst all the way in the corner. Gordon, long two and in.
Beautiful shot there by Gordon. Sidney kind of cold from the field goal standpoint there, and Gordon picking it right back up.
Gordon with his first field goal, he had those two technical shots before. Down to 11 seconds. Curtis with the basketball, ball in his hands. Down to 5 seconds. Curtis, pull-up jumper, in and out. We played 8 minutes of basketball. You're scoring the First National Bank scoreboard. Yellow Jackets 22, Buccaneers 15. We'll be right back with quarter number 2 here on NKTelco Sports.
Kogi Plumbing and Heating is your Bryant Factory authorized dealer. We have brought the best of comfort, control, and plumbing services to the St. Mary's area for over 60 years. We have been Reader's Choice winners for the last 4 years running and excel at providing our customers with efficient and reliable heating and air conditioning, as well as responsive service when a plumbing emergency arises. We insist that the products we install in our customers' homes and businesses offer the same performance and value that we expect ourselves. Call today for your next plumbing and heating or air conditioning needs. Bryant, whatever it takes.
Automotive Outfitters, your truck accessory headquarters.
After 1 quarter of play, Sidney leads by 7. Brandon, a nice quarter by the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, a great efficient quarter, mostly at the beginning there. They took advantage of a technical there late in the quarter. And Xenia switching to a little bit of a zone here. And they've done a nice job of taking Andre Gordon out of the game, but the players behind Andre have stepped up very well for Sidney.
Wernst gives it up to Roberts. Gordon with the basketball, a 3, and nothing but net for Andre Gordon. Pushes the lead to 10. Stolen away by Wernst. Ahead Conrad with the basket. Timeout Xenia. Be a 30-second timeout. Keep it here. We'd like to thank our sponsors for making this telecast possible. Wilson Health, Caring Without Limits, Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, find the pocket without emptying yours. Carriage Works, specializing in collision repair in St. Henry, Ohio. Cy Schwerdam Incorporated. Fowler's TV, we service what we sell. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, a name you know, a name you trust. PSG Automotive Outfitters. Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schwerdam Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta. Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care. Francis Furniture, Keys to the Game sponsor Keyhole Pizza, replay sponsor Winners Meats. On our First National Bank scoreboard, Sidney up by 12.
Yeah, and Sidney just gets off to a quick 5-0 run there, and Coach Anderson calls timeout. Good thing, you don't want this thing to get out of hand here.
There's a 3 blocked by Roberts. Brandon mentioned he leads the G-Walk in blocks. Adds another one to his total. Gordon gives it back to Roberts. Just a minute into this second quarter. The zone has slowed down the offense. Sidney's done a good job, Brandon, in transition for sure.
Yeah, they have, and that's the reason I think Coach Anderson put in this zone here. Interesting thing, and I think Xenia can do it because they can rebound well. They're holding a really large rebound advantage over Sidney here early. And they're definitely outsizing Sidney in a lot of ways.
Wernst muscles it in. Trey Wernst in traffic, knocks it in. Leading out at 14. Lob tipped away. Battled Hoosier comes up with it and is fouled.
Yeah, good move there by Hoosier. Comes out of the scrum with the ball, draws contact, and go to the line for a pair.
So the sophomore Dylan Hoosier back on the line, averages in double figures. Knocks the first one home. Take a look at the replay there. Ball bounced around a few people there. Hoosier came up with it, up and under, draws the foul. Splits a pair. Foul on the rebound will go against Xenia. Just the third team foul on Sidney. Or third team foul on Xenia, correct. Sorry, so Gordon will walk it up here. Try to trap him. Wernst on the wing. And there's the steal. Curtis, crossover and in.
Wow, what a beautiful Euro step type move there by Samari Curtis there in transition.
Cut over to the left side and went all the way to the right side for the basket. Athletic move. Gordon tries to pass underneath. That will go out of bounds. So back-to-back possessions that end in turnovers against Sidney. Number 23, one of the starters, Isaiah Hoyt, back in the game. Hudgens in the game, Josiah Hudgens.
Sidney doing really well in their matchup. Xenia's players behind Curtis really need to step up here as he nails another three.
Curtis now with 14 points. He shot a very high percentage of his team shots.
Yeah, well, especially when you're a player like Samari.
And he gets a steal. They'll call a foul before that on Conrad, so that's a smart foul there.
Yeah, but what I was saying before is when you have a player like Samari and other players, as we see the replay here in transition here, good call there and great foul. That could have really got Xenia some electricity there with a dunk.
Lead down to 8. Was as high as 14 not too long ago. There's a long three there by Bokara. Rebound by Conrad. Andre Gordon, three, yes.
Andre, what a shot.
Big basket. Gordon now with 10. Puts the lead back up to 11. Curtis gives it up. Into the corner, Hoosier will do a three and hit. Dylan Hoosier knocks home the basket. He has 5. Cuts the lead back to 8. Gordon at the elbow, in and out. Rebound Xenia, Curtis. Curtis took, I think, one too many steps. No, they're going to call a foul there. Not a real popular call here in Sidney.
Yeah, I'm actually, they call Sidney the Hive naturally because they're yellow jackets. It's nice to see this place filled up here with a lot of talent here on the floor. I hope Sidney really embraces what they have here because it's something really special here.
One of the better teams Sidney has had. They haven't won sectional since 1999. I hope they break that streak. Under Coach John Willoughby, you saw him talking to the official earlier. Wanted to get clarification on that call.
I've seen John Willoughby on the sidelines many a times, but in the color red for the Houston Wildcats.
After 30 years at Houston, it seemed different to see him in Sidney, but he's done a nice job here. I think his record's 43-14 overall in 2.5 years. That ball goes into the backcourt, hesitation. Hoosier comes up with it and is fouled. So some miscommunication there, and Hoosier comes up with the turnover.
I thought Sidney thought they were going to have the ball comfortably in the backcourt there. You saw the two Sidney players kind of like looking at each other. No one went and got that, and Hoosier here, as you see on the replay here, as Hudgens and Conrad are looking for it, Hoosier just took advantage of that and drew the contact there, and rightly goes to the foul line for 2.
Hits the first. Lathan Jones into the game as Lee leaves with 2 fouls. Lead down to just 4. Timeout Sidney. Check it's a 4:30. Looks like it's going to be a full timeout. We'll step aside. You're watching high school basketball here on NKTelco Sports.
Hi, I'm Mallory. My grandpa's been making the world's worst pizza for 30 years. That doesn't look like the world's worst pizza. Grandpa, I know why they call you Chunky Bob. It's because you use chunky ingredients on your pizza.
Of course, it's not because I'm fat.
Grandpa, this is the world's best pizza. Keyhole Pizza, come check Grandpa out.
Dine in or carry out.
32-28 on our First National Bank scoreboard, and Brandon Xenia making a run here.
Yeah, I think Xenia implementing that zone is really what's been the difference here. We saw Sidney be really efficient in the first quarter. They really got outscored, scored good baskets. They need to, I think, amp up the pace even more here with this zone. You know, I see it in the way Bakens does, is they need to bring the ball up the floor very fast and have good transition offense here and have Xenia kind of miscommunicate here so that they can get some easy baskets here. You can't walk the floor up the ball against the zone. I think that's been hurting them.
2-3 like a matchup zone on the guards. Hutchin with the basketball on the wing. Josiah let the 3 and roll it in.
Hudgens raining threes here. That's his second.
There's a long 3 by Curtis. Tipped around, batted out of bounds. It will stay with Xenia. So they're able to tip it around after the long shot by Curtis.
Interesting. You see Samari as the inbounder here. Let's see if they try to get maybe some sort of front screen for him off the set piece.
Crawford with the 3. Gordon with a 1-arm rebound.
That's just the athleticism there from Andre Gordon.
Hudgens battle for the rebound. Roberts ties him up. Auburn possession will give it to Xenia. Get another look here.
Yep, good call there by the officials. Both guys going at the same time. And Xenia with a chance to get this back within 4 here with the 3 here.
Crawford on the wing. Hoosier wide open on the 3. Roberts with a nice rebound. Gordon thought about it. Has to pick up his dribble. Hudgens gives it back. Taborn with the basketball and trying to attack this zone. Gordon will let the corner 3. 3 ball from the corner pocket.
Hand down, man down. That's what they always say, Dave. And Noah Crawford didn't even have a hand up there. And a player like Andre Gordon is always going to take advantage of that.
Stretches the lead to 10. Nice drive there by Curtis off the glass. Curtis now with 18. Hutchins gives it. Another one by Gordon, 2 in a row.
3-ball corner pocket there, Dave. Kind of like pull there a little bit.
Gordon now with 16. Curtis responds, he's up to 20.
Statisticians are having a long night tonight here, Dave.
There's a long 3 by Gordon. That one's too strong as Gordon comes up with it. Or I should say Crawford comes up with it. Curtis the rest of the way through traffic. Hoosier fakes, pull-up jumper, short. Jones with the rebound. Taborn to Gordon. In, what a move. Andre Gordon.
Andre really coming alive now and matching Samari bucket for bucket.
Gordon didn't have a basket, I think, the first quarter. Crawford with the 3. There's Curtis again, and he is fouled. Taborn not happy with that call. There wasn't a lot of contact there, but Curtis kind of backed into him as you get another look here. Samari knows how to get to the foul line.
It's close there, but give the ref the benefit of a doubt. I've officiated games before. It's tough to call. Sometimes they can be 50-50. No matter what you do, one side's going to be happy, the other side's not going to be. So it's a tough life to be a ref out there.
And our replay sponsor, as always this season, Winners Meats, quality meats for over 20 years. We have 1:19 to go in the first half. Curtis splits a pair, he has 21. Gordon with 18 walks it across the timeline with a 10-point lead. See what they do here. They might just hold it for the last shot here. Even as slow down as it has been, 43 points in the first half. Pretty nice total.
You know, Dave, one thing I see here as I look here, Xenia's ability to get them through the free throw line has really been able to keep them in this game.
They've been to the foul line much more than what Sidney has, and as they'll call a foul, Gordon will draw the foul, just the fourth team foul. There's been 9 on the Yellow Jackets, and here you see Gordon.
Yep, and as I say that, Sidney ability to draw contact there, the fourth team foul there on Xenia.
Wernz looking for Roberts, partially blocked, I believe. Foul on the rebound, and that'll be a 10th team foul against Sidney, so it'll be double bonus.
It's kind of Roberts got a taste of his own medicine there, got his own shot block. Like we just said, he's a leader in GWAC and blocks.
Conrad with his second foul, Wernz with 2 fouls. I believe Lee's on the bench with 2 fouls, so Sidney in a bit of foul trouble here this first half. Zach Gaither with the first free throw in, as Keith Lee will come in for Conrad. Second one here for the 6'4" sophomore Zach Gaither. Averages 5 points a game. Misses it as Roberts gets the second. Gordon with the basketball to Wernz, down to 30 seconds. Wernz is fouled on Curtis. This is his first foul, only the 5th team foul. So not in the 1-and-1 yet as you get a look at Coach Kent Anderson for Xenia.
I think he was kind of displeased with that call a little bit there, but they do have a 10-5 foul advantage.
Gordon in some trouble. Coach Willoughby with the timeout. We'll keep it right here, 30-second timeout. Again, we'd like to thank our sponsors, Wilson Health, Caring Without Limits, Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com, find the pocket without emptying yours. Carriage Works, specializing in collision repair in St. Henry, Ohio. Cy Schruderman Incorporated, Fowler's TV, we service what we sell. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, a name you know, a name you trust. PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank, financial solutions for a lifetime. Schruderman Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Walpock. New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture. On our First National Bank scoreboard, Sidney up by 9.
Yeah, and we got a nice battle here, the battle we expected. 21 from Curtis, 18 from Gordon. Gordon has done a lot of catching up here in the second quarter, though.
We're down to 23 seconds. I think there's a good chance they'll go for the last shot. Lee on the wing. They have it to Gordon. He looks over to the clock. We're down to 12 seconds.
Let's see him tango here, Dave.
Trying to work off the screen. Open jumper. Rolls off. Roberts with a rebound and in.
Beautiful follow there by Roberts. Then the half on a positive note for the Jackets.
We go to halftime. Sidney 45, Xenia 34. We'll total up our numbers, come back with the first half stats when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
At Minster Bank, we understand that life can get hectic. That's why when it comes to your banking, we offer the services that make your life simpler with tools like person-to-person payments, pop money, mobile and online banking, and bill pay. But most of all, Minster Bank is a supportive member of your community with personal relationships and customer service that reach outside of our branches. Minster Bank, helping people achieve financial success.
At CAPT, we use Hometown Opportunity to make sure that when we have a position open within the facility, it gets put on the website.
We've really been excited to see how that has grown so much over the last several years.
If anyone is looking for a job, it's the best place to go.
We really want to do whatever we can to get folks that are from this community back to this area.
I would recommend any manufacturing company that they take a look at it. It's a very good benefit for companies at no cost.
Trust us. NKTelco, a small-town company with a big focus on customer service. We build business the old-fashioned way.
Trust us to be your internet provider.
Trust us to help you find the right cable package for your viewing needs.
Trust us to answer your questions any time of the day.
Trust NKTelco to be on call. Deliver and make sure your service is tailored to meet your needs.
We serve commercial and residential customers to meet their communication needs. Trust us at NKTelco.
Trust us!
We're at halftime. Sidney leads Xenia 45-34 in our First National Bank scoreboard. With the first half stats, Mr. Brandon Government.
Thank you, Dave. And after a good first half, a high offensive scoring first half, the away team, the Xenia Buccaneers, shooting 10 of 22 from the field, 3 of 11 from behind the three-point line. They are 10 of 17 from the line, out-rebounding, having 13 rebounds, 5 turnovers. For Sidney, shooting very efficiently. We talked about how efficient their offense was, especially in the first quarter, shooting 16 of 24, 7 of 12 from 3, 3 of 4 from the line, 9 rebounds, and 4 turnovers. And Dave, when you shoot 16 of 24 from the first half, you're not going to lose a lot of ball games, and that's why they have this 11-point lead at halftime.
I think you hit the nail on the head earlier. You were saying how well, we build this as a lot of people are here to see Samari Curtis and Andre Gordon, but Sidney has a better all-around team around Gordon.
Yeah, I think so, and you've seen players like Josiah Hudgens, who has 7 points. Darren Taborn also has 7 points. So it's not the Andre Gordon show that maybe people that don't come to the Hive here and watch these games think it might be. It's really not that. This team has the potential to make a good tournament run. You said they haven't won a sectional since 1999. That was the year I was born. So they've really got potential to do it here, and they got a potential to get a high seed in that mega sectional that they put down here from teams all the way up here in the city, all the way down to Cincinnati Moeller.
So Gordon with 18, Curtis with 21, so it'll be Sidney basketball to start with. So, yeah, the expectations are high in Sidney this season, and 8-1 so far and starting off well here tonight. Hudgens gives it up. Gives it up in the corner to Gordon. Josiah with a 3.
What else would you expect from Sidney? Another 3 to start off this half.
Hot shooting continues. Josiah Hudgens with the basket. Hoosier in and out. Foul on the rebound against Xenia.
Just got a little tangled up there.
Foul on team number 32, Gray was first, team first.
For Sidney, a little bit of foul trouble. Taborn with 3, Lee with 2. I think Wernz also with 2 and Conrad with 2, so a little more foul trouble for Sidney. Gordon with the 3. Rebound Xenia. Samari will bring it up all the way and blows by and in.
That's just pure athleticism down the floor. Way to run the floor there. That's a D1 play there by Curtis.
Hudgens with basketball. Gives it up Taborn. Gordon. Taborn, 3. Nothing but nylon. And the lead now to 15. Biggest lead of the night.
That put Taborn in double figures as well.
Gordon Skies for the rebound. Taborn again. Crawford comes up with a rebound. Trying to lead the break. Curtis back to Crawford. Shot way off the mark. Hudgens with the basketball. Josiah will walk it up.
I think Sidney's got a real chance this possession to bust it open here. They've got a 15-point lead, their largest of the game. You can extend it a little more. Maybe it will kill the will here of the Buccaneers.
Hudgens with the shot. That's short. Curtis, floater is fouled.
That's one thing Xenia did good in the first half is they shot 17 free throws. They were able to get to the line. Only made 10 of 17, so not the greatest shooting percentage, but they're able to get to the line, and that's going to really help them in ball games. They can capitalize on that, win a lot of them.
Shoot pretty decent as a team, 67% on the season. And Curtis shoots 78%. Hasn't been quite up to that standard tonight. On the other side, Sidney, not a good foul shooting team, right at 59%. As Taborn comes up with a rebound. Gordon runs the point as Xenia stays in this zone. You know, I think Sidney's figured it out as we've gone along here. Taborn to the basket, blocked but fouled. Taking a look at the replay here, brought to you by Winners Meats.
Taborn did a nice job there drawing arms here, and like I just said, Darren Taborn entered double figures as well. First player that's not named Curtis or Gordon to get in double figures.
Average is just under 7 points on the season for the 6'1" junior. Second one rolls off. So we say very few times where the shooter has made both foul shots tonight for either team. Shot up, too strong there by Gray. Hudgens with the basket, or shot is blocked. And the fans wanted a foul, it goes out of bounds. It'll be Xenia basketball.
See Sidney try to bring a little pressure there and then cleared out right away.
So they're going to a 15-point lead, trying to win their 8th in a row and 9th win on the season. Samari with a tray.
He really silenced the crowd there. That's a killer shot right there.
27 points now for Samari Curtis. Gordon running the show here for Sidney. Taborn as they stay in this zone. This time it's tipped away. Dylan Hoosier drives to the basket. Taborn with the rebound. Lee. Hudgens. 3 off the mark. Crawford with the rebound. So Sidney had a little bit of a fast break, not able to convert there. Into the corner, Crawford wide open. Can't hit either. Ball tipped around, Gordon with the basketball. Pass ahead to Lee. Gordon thought about it. Nice pass. Roberts underneath and one.
Oh, that was just a beautiful move there. You see Gordon kind of stuck his tongue out there. Great court vision by Andre to find Roberts there. Roberts made a fine move, as you see here on the replay, to get kind of up and under and one move there. And we'll go to the line to try to complete a 3-point play.
Another assist by Gordon as he leads the G-Walk in assist. About 6 assists. Almost 3 steals a game for Gordon. Roberts with 6 points, looking for .7. Too strong as Curtis with the rebound. 3:42 to go, third quarter. Sidney by 10. Bradley's shot is short. Gordon walks it up. Still Xenia has stayed in the zone. I think they played man really early and switched to the zone. Now they seem like they've switched over to the man. The first time since the first quarter. Trey Warrants with the basketball. So working around, looking for an open player. Gordon passes it down. Lee drives, fouled.
I don't know if I agree with that call there. If we get a replay, I could see. I thought he might have got all ball there, but Keith Lee will go to the line for a pair. And here's the replay. Let's see if I was right or we follow the inside pass. Gerhardt.
I think Gerhardt got him.
Ooh.
He's reaching across kind of the body, and you're not going to get the benefit of the call even if you block it out there.
You're absolutely right there, Dave. You're not going to.
Right or wrong, and he didn't argue a whole lot, so Lee hits a pair. Keith Lee now with 6. We're getting another look there. Yeah, it's pretty clean there. Back to live action. Sidney now this lead up to 16. Curtis will let it go, and he is now at an even 30.
That's amazing how he can just catch it off the dribble like that and fire it and hit it.
Be fun watching him next year at UC. Like Gordon at Virginia Tech.
Yeah, he's definitely a prototypical Mick Cronin player. Likes to play defense, a long arm, and can shoot the ball.
Roberts shot off the mark. Curtis leading the break. Double team, gives it up to Hoosier.
You know, Dave, one thing I'm disappointed we haven't seen any electrifying dunks yet.
No, I was expecting a few of them today. We haven't gotten Gordon or Curtis completely wide open. There's a 3. Off there by Gaither. Warrants to Lee. Roberts. Sidney being patient, but they've been very efficient in their half court. There's Gordon. Wow, what a move. Quick first step.
Yeah, no doubt. And you can see how he was a good quarterback. He has great footwork.
Went over to Huntington Prep, but returned halfway through his senior year to play basketball. The folks at Sidney are quite glad about that. Warrants with the rebound.
You know, I think Sidney's already matched their first half rebound total. They've rebounded really well in this quarter.
Samari walks it over as a long, long 3. Dylan Hoosier with the rebound, and he'll go to the line again. He's been at the foul line a lot tonight. We'll get another look.
Yep, just another great job. Hoosier following the shot. May have traveled and got the pivot foot, but he did get body contact there from Roberts. Nice call by the official there to get the foul call.
Hoosier just 5'9", sophomore. Now with 8 points, averages 10.3. Number 12, Lathan Jones in the game, replacing Lee. Season Hoosier shoots 67%. Again, that matches the team 67%.
If there's any other Buccaneer piecing together a nice game, it is Hoosier. He does have 9 points.
Wernz. Hudgens in the basket with a follow, Josiah.
Nice follow there by Josiah Hudgens off the missed 3.
Curtis banks it home.
Blink and you might miss it. He went up the floor there very fast.
Worked about through a triple team there at the end. Lead at 13. It was 11 at halftime. It was up as, I think, as high as 16. Gordon tried to put one down.
You know, I think that was actually a right move there by Gordon. With his athleticism, he extends his arm to try to get more insurance to get the foul there, extend his arm out, because maybe the body contact might not have been quite enough there to draw the foul. He reaches his arm out there, ultimately gets the foul call, and will go to the line for a pair.
Andres had several dunks this season. Hits that one. Now with 21 points, he's been over 30 or more 12 times in his career. As I mentioned, on his way to Virginia Tech next season.
Buzz Williams ought to be excited to have him. Andre picked up a lot of offers when he went over to Huntington from many area schools and some ACC schools. Ultimately committed to Virginia Tech, playing for Buzz Williams, a former coach at Marquette, and he should be very excited to have him.
Gordon at some point will be the all-time career scorer. Right now he's 100 or so behind Dwayne McCluskey, a 1988 grad at 1745. Right now he's in like the 1630s right now. Rolls in and out, does not fall. 3/4 in the books here in this G-Walk matchup. Sidney, 62. Xenia, 47. We'll be right back.
Schwiedemann Pharmacies began serving the people of Auglaize County in 1916 when Urban Schwiedemann purchased the building and business from J.H. Hoffman. The New Bremen location is one of the longest-running pharmacies in the country, with over 110 years of serving its patrons. Since then, 4 more stores have been added: Coldwater, St. Mary's, Minster, and Wapakoneta to round out the group. Our services include prescription refills, home medical equipment, nursing home services, customized compounded medication, vaccinations, and so much more.
New Knoxville Supply Company, the supply source for residential, commercial, and industrial jobs. We specialize in plumbing products from many name brands, electrical products from replacing a light switch to rewiring an entire house, heating, air conditioning, and geothermal products, sheet metal ductwork, installations, and service. We are now housing more inventory, so all the hardware items you need to complete the job are available right away. New Knoxville Supply. Stop in, call, or check us out online at newknoxvillesupply.com.
As we go to the 4th quarter on our first National Bank Think First scoreboard, Sidney with a 15-point lead.
Yeah, and Sidney there just doing what they needed to do, getting out in transition. They rebounded the ball extremely well that quarter. I think they got more rebounds that quarter than they did the whole first half. So they're doing what they need to do here to really open up this ball game. Dave, you said in the break, Andre does a real good job of getting his teammates involved. He is such an unselfish player for as much of offense ability as he has.
He and his Yellow Jacket team looking for their 8th in a row. Almost comes up with a steal there.
That could have been our dunk.
And there's Samari. Draws the foul and tried to draw a charge, but does a nice job of attacking the basket at angles. He's not going straight through any player.
Yeah, he does have great body movement. And when you're an elite scorer, especially in Division I basketball, you're going to find ways to draw contact. You see that with players like James Harden in the NBA. They know how to draw contact, and they make their money by going to the foul line.
This is the first one. Now with 33 points on the night. Gordon with 22. But more importantly, Sidney with 14 points more than Xenia.
Yeah, I'm sure Andre's fine with that, having 22 points and a 14-point lead there compared to 33 and being down 14. He's really just a team player, and Sidney's very lucky to have him. The Sidney fan base really deserves what Andre Gordon has brought to them.
Taborn hits the first for the 6'9" junior, now with 12 points. The only person in double figures besides Gordon and Curtis. Second one rolls off. Jones battles for it. Goes out of bounds to Xenia. Sidney on Friday, or on Saturday, will play Wapak. Be a big local matchup. I'm sure Wapak is anxious for that game. That will be at Sidney High School. We will have the Tippecanoe game in 3 weeks on the 29th here on NKTelco Sports. This is our first game we've had. We're anxious to watch, and here's Gordon on the breakaway. There's tipped away. Jones did a nice job of running it down. Conrad, Taborn sets for the three as short. Roberts with the rebound. Turnaround, doesn't fall, but Rotez Roberts will shoot two.
You know, Dave, the one thing I look at is both teams have done a real good job of taking care of the ball. As you see the replay here, and you see Roberts draw the contact. But there hasn't been a lot of sloppy play, and it tends up when the pace tends up naturally, human error is going to occur more. You're going to have more turnovers, but it hasn't happened tonight.
Yeah, I think at halftime it was 5 and 4 apiece. It was pretty low for what at least started out as a really up-tempo game.
Yeah, and I only have one Sidney turnover and no Xenia turnovers right now, which is pretty impressive.
These two teams came in averaging 69 and 67 points a game for Xenia and Sidney. And Sidney well over that pace. Not sure if Xenia will get there. Roberts extends the lead to 16. Curtis again throws it up, some contact there. And here's Gordon.
Oh.
Left-handed, didn't quite, a lot of anticipation there, but he gets the points and comes up with the steal and in.
4 points in 10 seconds there. Andre Gordon, a team player, and there's that first second half turnover for Xenia.
26 for Gordon. Hoosier with the basket. Gordon does a nice job of shooting when he should, passing to his teammates when he should. Melding his whole team, and a good Sidney team as a Conrad shot is way long. Hoosier again. Curtis to the hoop, and they just let him go through.
He's kind of like a freight train there, Dave.
I don't think I'd take a charge on him.
I wouldn't either.
He would go to the side of you anyhow, so.
Yeah, coach has always said if you take a charge, you get a Gatorade. I don't think a Gatorade would be worth that in that case.
I don't think that paid for the stitches, would it? So.
Nope.
Sidney spreading it out here. Roberts.
Oh,
yeah,
wow.
Nice dish to Lathan Jones.
Getting in the box score, Lathan Jones here as Coach Anderson calls timeout.
30-second timeout. I'd like to mention NKTelco Sports and its sponsors are pleased to bring you replays of high school varsity basketball on NKTelco Channel 3 or in HD on Channel 503. If you missed our first replay on Wednesday, January 9th at 5 p.m., the second one is Sunday, January 13th at noon. You can watch the games on WOSN and on demand on NKTelco Sports Facebook page. You also can see the full schedule on www.nktelco.net. Timeout, Sidney. They found themselves down by 18 to Sidney.
Yeah, if Xenia really wants to get back into this, they're going to have to play a little more aggressive, and they're going to need to be really more efficient. That's I think, been the key of the game. Sidney's just been so efficient this whole game. They've been able to spread it out through so many players that Xenia just hasn't been able to stop it. And I think Sidney's talent level is just there. And this shows why they're such a talented team and no one wants to face them this year.
A lot of players back from last year's team that went 18-7 and lost by 1 in a heartbreaker in the sectional final to Springfield. Gordon, hesitation, dribble, almost put it down.
Put him back on his back there and rear end. Try to go for the little hometown spice there, so to speak.
He knows what the crowd's looking for tonight. And as you mentioned earlier, we haven't seen one yet, but been treated to quite a game, though. And there's a pass underneath by Curtis, stolen away by Roberts. Hudgens with the basketball. Hudgens with the basketball. Josiah with the basket. Curtis banks it home. That's before the shot.
Yeah, he does a nice job of using what a lot of people call that Euro step type, just splitting defenses. And I'm going to be really interested to see how he fits Coach Cronin's offense. I see how he does defensively. When I think of Cincinnati, I think of tough, nasty defense, that Bob Huggins type defense, and he really brings it, I think, with them long arms. He has that ability, and I can see how he fits Cincinnati's system so well here tonight.
Foul Well, again, Sidney, Xenia basketball. Rebound Taborn on the shot by Hoosier. Roberts wanted to drive.
Patience here.
Gordon with 26. Hudgens with 15. Taborn with 12. And they're stolen away. Foul in the backcourt on Gordon.
And something to point out there, a coach once said when I was playing basketball, I said, when you commit a turnover, you commit a physical mistake like that, don't come up with a mental lapse there. And that's kind of what Gordon did. He committed a turnover and then he fouled there. That's just one thing that I picked up there.
Pass ahead and in by number 23, Hoyt.
Hoyt working his way into the box score.
Be a foul on Xenia. Jones will go to the free throw line to shoot 1 and 1.
Jones will go to the line, shooting 1 and 1.
Jones, 6'3" junior. Off the bench is a post player for Coach Willoughby. Misses the first. Curtis again to the hole, and then 37.
That could have been an and one there, Dave, but he didn't get the call.
Gordon finds Jones.
That was a good bait there by Gordon there. He kind of looked like he was going to the corner and then found Jones there on the block. Oh, here we go. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, slamma jamma. Andre Gordon starting 2019 with a bang. Oh, baby.
360 dunk. Wow. We can get that baby on replay. And Curtis answers, and he now has 40. And wow. Gordon, here's the replay here.
Oh, my gosh. Tune that into Sports Center. Woo.
360. Wow. Baby. Andre Gordon as we go to break, and we'll be right back on NKTelco Sports.
NKTelco Sports. More than 140 local high school and college games. Football, basketball, volleyball, baseball, softball, and soccer. Support your local team with NKTelco Sports and promote your business to 250,000 households in Northwest Ohio. Call 1-888-NKTelco and get in the game.
76-59, Sidney over Xenia on our first National Bank scoreboard, but Andre Gordon just still electrifying the crowd there with that 360 dunk.
You know, I think everyone loves to see that. That was about worth the price of admission alone here. Well, we paid nothing to get in here, so what the heck. But Andre Gordon, just wow. Just what a player, man. He deserves every accolade he gets. Like I said, Sidney is so lucky to have a unique talent like that. You just got to feel blessed to have a great talent like that, because Andre Gordon's don't wash up on the shores of Sidney's, or Samari Curtis's even don't wash up on the shores of Xenia very often. So take advantage of this moment, any Buccaneer and Jacket fan listening out there, because you're watching something special.
Just playing keep away right now. Pass goes out of bounds. And Sidney looking for their 9th win. Also together, now we'll go 7-0 in the G-Walk North. Roberts, his Lee's shot is blocked by Curtis.
I think that was a little bit of a miss of a goaltending there, Dave.
Crawford rejected by Roberts. The leader in blocks in the G-Walk says, I can do better than that.
Roberts says, get out of the hive.
And we'll lob it to Curtis with 40 tonight. Through traffic banks at home. 42. Gordon with 28 walks it up, and his team up by 15. Aborn to the hole. That is just short. Crawford comes up with a rebound. 1:40 to go. Almost a steal. Shot off the mark there by Johnson. Followed by Hoyt.
Hoyt with his 4th point of the night.
Gordon turnaround now with 30.
What a way to work with no dribble there. Andre Gordon moved his body so well there to get him in a position to score. And Samari Curtis throwing down one of his own.
He puts it down. Gordon, that will be off the mark. Still out of bounds, so. Gordon now with 30 for his 13th time in his career, as we'll have a timeout by Coach Willoughby. That'll be a full timeout. We'll step aside and return here on NKTelco Sports.
At First National Bank, we are working hard to make your life a little easier. With products like Card Valet, an app allowing you to control your cards with real-time notifications, transaction restrictions, and spending limits. The ability to access your money through 55,000 all-point ATMs across the country, surcharge-free. Live customer support when you need it, and online and mobile banking, allowing you to gain access to your financial information wherever and whenever you like. First National Bank, making your life a little easier.
Packed house here at Sidney is starting to file out here as they've seen quite a show between Andre Gordon and Samari Curtis. Curtis with 44, Gordon with 30, but it isn't just those two players. The Sidney Yellow Jackets have put on a good show tonight.
No, you see players like Darren Taborn really stepped up in double figures. Josiah Hutchins hasn't been much of a factor in the second half, but was in the first half, hit a couple of huge threes, has played nice in transition both defensively and offensively. This team is very deep for Coach Willoughby, and it's kind of obvious to say this, even though he had 30 years at Houston. This is the most talented team he's ever coached.
Yeah, different level of basketball. He's some nice teams at Houston, but Sidney team, a lot of talent, having a nice season at 9-1. Hope to continue to ride the wave. Try to get a GWalk North title and then go on to tournament where they'll have their work cut out for them, and always a tough Division I Dayton Super Sectional. And there's the steal. And in there by Isaiah Hoyt.
Hoyt has
there's another steal. Hoosier comes up with it. Curtis out with 47, and a Xenia not giving up.
No,
we're going to call timeout here. We'll keep it right here. We'd like to thank our sponsors once again for making this telecast possible. Wilson Health, Precision Strip, NKT.TV, BowlerStore.com. Find the pocket without emptying yours. Carriage Works, specializing in collision repair in St. Henry, Ohio. Cy Schwierdeman Incorporated, Fowler's TV, we service what we sell. Kogi Plumbing and Heating, a name you know, a name you trust. PSG Automotive Outfitters, Minster Bank Financial Solutions for a lifetime. Schwierdeman Pharmacies, located in Salina, Coldwater, Minster, New Bremen, St. Mary's, and Wapakoneta. New Knoxville Supply, Minster Dental Care, Francis Furniture. Our keys to the game that we brought early in the game was brought by Keyhole Pizza. All those nice replays brought to you by Winners Meats, quality meats for over 90 years. We will have a player of the game that Brandon and I will pick before the end of the night, sponsored by NKTelco. And our scoreboard sponsor, as always, for high school sports, First National Bank, think first. Right now, that scoreboard showing an 8-point lead for Sidney.
Yeah, and Xenia did a really nice job. A little 5-0 run to get them right back in this ball game. This game isn't over yet. I mean, most people might think it's. There's been some people filing out here, but Sidney's got to be efficient as Gordon nearly turned it over there. We'll now go to the line for the 1-and-1. You gotta just love the show they've put on tonight. Combined 77 points between Gordon and Curtis. I think they may have played on the same AAU team, the C2K Elite. I think Justin Arns, who plays at Ohio State, played on that AAU team as well. A lot of people from Southwest Ohio have played on it in the past.
The better players seem to find each other in those AAU teams. Curtis tried to hit for 50 there. And this will probably end it here. They do an alley-oop to Gordon and finishes it with an exclamation point. The Sidney Yellow Jackets defeat the Xenia Buccaneers. Score in the First National Bank scoreboard, 80-70. Brandon and I will be back to wrap it up when we return here on NKTelco Sports.
Minster Dental Care continues to offer advanced dental technology in a state-of-the-art facility. Our professional team offers experience in general dentistry and orthodontics, including services such as CERA and wireline orthodontics. Board-certified pediatric dentist Dr. Philip Slonkowski ensures our littlest patients have a positive, safe, and a comfortable experience. We are unconditionally committed to excellence in everything we do.
The big game is right around the corner. Are you ready for it? Come into Francis Furniture and find the right fit for you and your friends in our Lazy Boy Comfort Studio. With Lazy Boy Premier Sofa and Sectionals, you can custom order a look that's just your style. Choose from hundreds of decorator fabrics or choose genuine leather for its luxurious feel and durability. Come into Francis Furniture today, the area's only Lazy Boy Comfort Studio.
At Wilson Health, we're extending care beyond the walls of the hospital with resources designed to keep you in charge of your health.
Our independence and connection to the community are unique in a world where big healthcare strives to act like corporations.
Our tools may be the same, but we are different.
We're neighbors, friends, and family who truly care about the people who live here.
We call it caring without limits, and it's just the beginning of a whole new Wilson Health.
Together, we are family, working safely for our loved ones.
We are problem solvers who challenge the status quo and drive improvement.
We care about our customer relationships.
We stay true to our values, caring and respecting one another.
We embrace change as we journey through our career.
We are Precision Strip, the world's leading processor of rolled steel and aluminum.
Precision Strip, doing the exceptional.
Final score from the Hive in Sidney. See Andre Gordon as he led his Yellow Jackets to an 80-70 lead or win. With the final numbers, Mr. Brandon Coverman.
Thank you, Dave. Just a high explosive offensive scoring game here. 150 points between the two squads. For the guests, the Xenia Buccaneers, they shot 20 of 44 from the field, 6 of 23 from beyond the three-point line. 14 of 24 from the foul line, 23 rebounds, and 8 turnovers. Now for the victorious Sidney Yellow Jackets, 26 of 42 from the field. From three-point land, 13 of 25. And for free throws, 10 of 16. Rebounds getting the edge with 24, and turnovers with 9. So just a great overall, efficiently played game for the Sidney Yellow Jackets, Dave.
Yeah, 26 of 42. Coach Willoughby will take that any night as they shot very well. They played very smart, and we talked about Gordon. We talked about Gordon and Curtis all night, but a lot of good playing all around for the Yellow Jackets.
Yeah, Sidney showed they have more than just Andre. They have depth. They have Josiah Hudgens had 15. Darren Taborn worked his way into double figures. So this team, I mean, when you're going to come and scout Sidney come tournament time or even just regular season in a GWOC battle, they've already shown they've beaten Wayne. They've beaten a good Xenia team tonight. That you're going to have to scout not just Andre, but Ratez Roberts, Josiah Hudgens, Darren Taborn, and so on. This team might not have a deep bench. They might not go more than 8 deep, so to say, but they don't need to. They got that talent all around here, and you really saw it on display tonight here, and hopefully Sidney makes a great tournament run at the end of the season.
Sidney now 9-1 overall, 7-0 in the GWOC, while Xenia falls to 5-5 overall, 3-3 in the GWOC. And Brandon, let's talk about our player of the game. Who else? The number 20, Andre Gordon.
Yeah, we're not gonna give this to anyone else here, Dave. Andre Gordon, the future Virginia Tech Hokie, showed why he is a future player in the Atlantic Coastal Conference. 30 points. He had that electrifying 360 dunk, which kind of was the kill shot, so to speak, in this game. He got his teammates involved. In a lot of ways, he has great court vision. He's a very unselfish player. I'm going to say this all season, Sidney better be thankful that they have him, because Andre Gordon don't pop up everywhere, so to speak.
Congratulations to Andre. Congratulations to the Yellow Jackets as they give us a show here tonight. It was enjoyable to watch. We'd like to thank our NKTelco crew and the NKTelco Sports Band Director Scott Robinson, assisted by Rodney Hardings. On camera, Ryan Gossard, Wes Temple, and Kyle Pranger. For my partner, Brandon Coverman, I'm Dave Kanapke. Thanks for watching on NKTelco Sports.